Hello everybody, this is Danny from Deep South Homestead. We're in the process today of making a syrup evaporating cooker. We've actually ordered the cast iron parts to go with this. Now we're going to use the same cast iron parts that you use when you make a wood burning stove out of a 55-gallon drum, because it all seems to work. We'll be cutting the top side of the drum and different things like that as we move along through this project. But the first thing we want to do is we want to get the opening for the door done. We want to get that cut out before we move any further, because that's going to be our first major cut. And I started off, this is a black drum. I started off with a black marker. You can't really see it. What you want to do is you want to mark the inside of your opening of your door. So being in the sheet metal business used to, I have what's called a scratch awl here. Now taking this scratch awl, and I'm going inside this here, and I'm marking it with a scratch awl. Now you don't want to, at the bottom, you don't want to cut this straight across, because you're going to have to cut this down and then across, because this is your air, where you let your air in at. So I'm going to take this, I've got it marked right here to about the limit that I can go with the scratch awl. I don't need to go any further than that on that side, and I really don't need to go any further than this right here on this side. And coming down, I don't really need to go any lower than the you'll see I got holes here. These holes have to be drilled out, and you have to put bolts in this stuff. So I've got to have enough metal left to actually bolt this back with. So we don't want to go too low. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a tape measure. We're going to measure from the top of this to the bottom of that, which is 1 and, let's say, got 2 inches there. So I'm going to move this out of the way and set it over to the side. And what I'm going to do here is, from my mark there, I'm going to come down 2 inches. I'm going to make me a mark there. I'm going to come down 2 inches. I'm going to make me a mark here. Alright, we're going to try, this needs to be square down off of this. So, and I'm fairly decent at doing this. I can do it pretty square, because this is not rocket science, y'all. As long as we come straight down right here, what we're trying to do is not get into the areas over the side here where our bolts is going to go. And then we just need a straight line across the bottom here. And again, this is not rocket science. As long as we have us a line across here that we can see when we cut this. And we can always come back and trim it out a little bit if we need to. Okay guys, the first thing we got to do in order to be able to cut this out is we got to have a point to start. And we're going to take a 3/8 drill bit. And there's a couple of places we're going to drill some holes, because you got to realize when you're cutting with a jigsaw, you want to make your, I mean, it's okay, you can cut this in here with a jigsaw because it's like curves, but when you get to a point like this corner, you need a point to start right here. Got those two cut, and we're going to have to go down in these corners here. And we only have to do really one corner. Okay. That's got us now where we can actually take our jigsaw with a metal cutting blade, and we can start here, and we can run it around all the way over to here. Then we can go to here, and we can come back out and cut from here to here, and then from here to here, and then that'll be out. And then we'll get a different size drill bit to drill the bolt holes for our door. Okay guys, we're going to cut this hole in the top of the drum here, and this thing is going to be loud. We're going to have some little hot flakes of metal going everywhere, so we're going to want hearing protection and eye protection. Okay guys, we've changed our drill bit out to a 1/4 inch drill bit. Now we're going to be drilling these holes out around here. And from just experience from doing things in my life, I've learned if I drill one here and one on the opposite side and go ahead and put them in and tighten them down, then I can drill the rest of these without the door actually moving. So that's the plan of action here. At this point, we're going to make sure we get this thing centered just right over our opening. We're going to try to get it as close as we can in the center. What I like to do is before I even before I drill the second hole, I like to go ahead and put one of the screws in and actually put a nut on the bottom of it. That keeps the door from actually moving around too much. Okay guys, we're going to get the next one in. What this will do is this will actually keep the door on it from moving, so we can successfully drill all of them now. And now we can see the door won't move, it's good and tight. And we're going to drill the rest of these and get the bolts in, and we'll get back with you.